Black cat comes crossing the road. I see you chasing you from the door. Bribespot comes here. I wanna do something good. I got Bribespot, spot, spot, Bribespot. I got Bribespot for you since tonight.
One, two, three. Is video stream really working? Hey guys, can you check it out? Hey. Okay, so Silverlight version is working and we have problem with MMS version, so maybe you can just check it out. So, Bribes team, you have now 3 minutes.
I hope it works. Hello there, my name is Artas Bartas. I am from a team called Bribespot, and we made an app that makes it easy to report and visualize corruption. But the problem of corruption is that people who suffer from it, people who are forced to give bribes, they always feel helpless, that they cannot change the system, they are forced to do it, and psychological barriers for reporting it are very high. You have to go, you have to face, these officials, report it, so most people just don't bother to do that. On the other hand, you have all these well-meaning organizations that want to help you fight corruption, but they don't have information about where it happens. So they stick to reports and general opinion surveys and, abstract things like that, which doesn't change the situation. Well, we want to change that. And we made an app, which is called Bribespot, which makes it very easy for all those people who confront corruption on a daily basis to report it and visualize it later. So basically what you can see, it's a map where we have some previously reported bribes. You can go and look at those individual bribes. There is some basic information that is submitted about them, basically the area of government where that happened, the amount that was paid or requested, and the story behind it, so you get some context. You can see how it happens in real life, because it's completely anonymous. You just report the bribe, and a few seconds later it's on the map. But website is just one thing that we did. We also did a smartphone app for Android that allows you to do it in a much more comfortable way whenever you are with your phone. So first of all, what you can see is the same thing. A map which shows you what happens around you, and then once you get the context and see what happens, then you can report the bribe yourself. Does it work? Okay, we also made an iPhone app, so maybe it's going to be better, if we show it this way. Okay, so here you can see you just use the slider to indicate the amount that you were requested. You change the location, government area, add a comment and things like that. And then once you're ready, you just press submit a bribe, and it goes live into the server, and it's supposed to, to appear on the map over there. So this is the basic thing that we did, a website, an Android app, and we're almost done with iPhone app. And our future plans, we have already sent out an email informing about this to international organizations and journalists and media. We will get the phones ready, add a few more features, and then make sure that the data we collect is very easy to access and work with for institutions who are interested in fighting corruption. Thank you.
So, thank you, and now we have time for a couple of questions. Jury, do you have questions? Just raise your hand when you have. You should.
Yeah, I believe the biggest issue has been raised many times already in forums, and is whether it is legal actually to report it to website, not to police first of all, and you may have some legal problems because of that. But very difficult for you to answer, obviously. But the biggest issue here is there any way to control the quality of data? I mean, if there is real bribe happening, and because people can just start inputting random data, and you have no way to ensure it's really a bribe.
Yeah, we actually thought about the problem, and the way we want to handle it is basically crowdsource the quality of bribes. The way it works is once the bribe is up and running on the website, there are two things that you can do. You can report it if you think that it's fake, and that means we can investigate and see what actually happened there. But more importantly, we will add Facebook comments, so actual people can discuss the bribe and say, oh, I had a similar experience in that place, or no, it's complete bullshit because I met that doctor and he is very honest, and things like that. So we just leave it up to people to discuss it. But on a more serious note, it shouldn't be used to track a particular person and accuse him of corruption, but it should be used on a more macro level to see where the problems are, where we have thousands of check-ins telling us about the bribes, because it's very likely that if 1,000 people on their own will check in a bribe somewhere there, it's not a fabrication, but something serious is happening there.
Thank you. Do we have more questions now? Also, if you have questions from audience, you can raise hand and just, yeah, please. One moment, I will give mic to you.
Hi, thank you for the nice presentation. What's your business model?
Our business model is pretty straightforward. It's a non-profit idea, and we did some investigation. There are many international bodies, United Nations, World Bank, Transparency International, you name it, who are very much interested in projects like that, but they often lack people with technical knowledge who could provide, a working tool. So we could apply for some of those competitions and win a grant and use it, to develop our iPhone better, our application better.
Okay, thank you. Do we have more questions? I don't see hands, so may I see your team please stand up who was making this? You. So let's make big applause to the Bribespot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So.